Fellas, with Season 2 of Marvel Rivals, the ELO given in matchmaking is now based on your performance over winning or losing a game per se. Obviously, if you win, you get points. If you lose points. But what I've been hearing is if you play support, you are getting less ELO. You win less ELO, but you happen to lose more ELO as well. I want to check that out. The last few games I played, I've done tank roles and I've done DPS roles. I've been getting about 40 or so points per game. And then when I lost about 17. So I'm going to play some supports for the next little bit and see if that is true or not. So I'm going to use Rocket just to absolute heal bot, see how that goes. I'll play a game where I am maybe Invis Woman, and then I want to do a game as either Loki or Adam Warlock. So the Rocket I can heal bot, Cloak and Dagger, or Invis Woman. I can do more somewhat okay damage, as well as a lot of healing. And then with Loki and Adam Warlock, one of those two, they're not DPS heavy, but you can get a lot of kills with them. So I want to see if it's relying on deaths and kills, and if healing really matters at all. And starting off, we got Thor, Thing, Black Panther, Star-Lord, Rocket, and Cloak and Dag. With all the MF Ross I've been seeing in quick play, it's really odd to have good tanks. Although they should pull out. I don't know if I can do much for her. Not a deal. I don't think I can no heal that. Not ours. That's not ideal, but it's fine. Oh, it's heavily damaged, I see. I should pull back. That's crazy.
Portal.
I miss having all the dashes.
Okay, can I get an infinite ammo?
Brother, I ain't gonna lie, I completely forgot I had that.
Healer's got to regroup with tanks, I think.
Still paranoid.
Good luck.
Alright, let's go. We can win this.
I must swap to Loki.
My bad, I went way too deep. Holy.
Please.
Did they switch off Storm? No?
Armor's behind this garage.
They're oddly staggering. Oh, I almost had her.
Good old club, we're gonna get there.
And that's just too far away.
keep the keep it moving fast. Stay on the victim.
Wow.
Alright, they're all dead. Stay on the objective again. Let's go as fast. Let's go as far as possible. Stay on the objective for a second.
Just so you know, only 4 actually matter. After 4, nothing happens.
We got a lot of time.
I think triple tank, honestly, is the way to go a lot of the times. But hey,
Well
Good
done.
game, guys.
GG. GG. Wasn't expecting to win, but it's a nice start to this. Do I feel like I did well? I do. But it was just tilt botting mostly. $36. It's just a little bit less than what I was normally getting. But I am going up in ranks too. And my team did well. Wow, that cloak did immaculate. Oh, I was maybe more aggressive than I had intended. But so far it looks like if you play support, honestly the change isn't all that different. I'll be Rocket again. So we got a Strange, Penny, Panther, Scarlet, and Namor.
Need another healer.
Now I got this. $27. Ouch. Most healing, average damage. You really take a hit. But so far with Rocket as a heal bot, we got a little less than average, a little less than the highest I was getting with ELO.
We got start banning like
Losing though was pretty rough.
banning hella, start banning.
But you can't heal, you can't do a good job if you get dived. I had to try to make something happen. 17 as a loss. I guess I need a support win. So if you do well, your loss numbers really aren't that bad. So I'm not really learning anything besides the fact the losses tend to be really, really heavy. That is one thing I can confirm. Losing on support, I have suffered bigger losses than losing with DPS or tank. The way I think I can get the most concrete answer is we have some losses already with misc supports. I need a heal bot as Rocket and lose. I'm not going to throw the match, so I'll just go until I do lose with Rocket heal botting. Sounds simple enough. Darn close one. It's not bad. 16 down. You know what? I can live with that. So, I'm not trying to blame. Obviously not great. You know what? They did really well for what they were. I mean, come on. So what have we learned? Where are we looking? Right here. 2 wins, 3 defeats in total. Let me do some quick math. 36 plus 37 minus 16 minus 17 minus 27. So right now I'm down 1 game, up a total of 13 points, which is pretty good. The game that I lost the most SSR on is with Loki. I went through a grand spectrum of the supports. I did have the best healing, but besides that, nothing really. From what it looks like, kills do matter. On the other hand, we had this game. Someone left, which may or may not impact something. If they keep running the match, I don't think it's actually going to be a factor, because I feel like they should end the match. This person left, what, halfway through round 1? So this wasn't even like, oh yeah, it's not happening, end of round 2, halfway through round 1. This one still had the most healing on my team. 2 final hits, so I doubled my final hits. Still didn't do well, all things considered. Death to kills. I did need to solo heal, as I was the only healer for a good portion of that. And my team in general just wasn't getting kills. This is 2 full rounds, right? So keep that part in mind, because we have another loss to look at. I went down 17 points. With this, I did end on Strange, only because I was trying to get a TP in. Had the thing switched to Strange, he could have TP'd, would have made all the difference. Might have even won, but we're not here to complain about them. We're here to look at the stats. I was Strange for, we were in OT. The amount of time it took to get a portal to the spawn, didn't have time to jump through it. So I was mostly Cloak and Dagger. 19 kills, 10 deaths, 29 assists, 4 final hits. The final hits appear to not matter. Same thing with the kill to death ratio much. I'm finding that as a support, it really comes down to your healing output that's done. Because here I had the highest in the lobby, but I did have a lot of assists. I've heard word that assists don't matter. I am led to believe that it's healing that matters the most. Because in this match, I had pretty decent healing. I have no idea what this Cloak and Dagger did. I think it was from their ultimate. Granted, I had a ton of final hits, a decent amount of kills as well, decent damage blocked. But in the other game, I had less damage blocked, a little bit more healing actually, more assists, par deaths, par kills as Cloak and Dagger. So from what I am seeing, it has to do with healing, because that is the 2 wins. For the 2 losses we're looking at, just these 2. Decent healing, again, on par with at least the other team. And then the other one, really, really good healing, but it looks like there's somewhat of a cap. I don't know why I got less points deducted on this one, because I played better in this one. It might be like an RNG type deal, because even with the wins, it's a 1 point different, and the actual gameplay was dramatically different. So here, it might put you into brackets. Like if you hit a certain number, I guess 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That makes more sense. So when you are playing support, your healing output actually does matter. Because the difference between this game, and this game is I had better healing in these games, even though I objectively think I played worse in those 2 games than in this game, where I think I played a lot better, made smarter choices, but I wasn't able to get off as much healing. In fact, I think that's the most amount of points I've ever lost. And this isn't the highest amount of SR I've gotten. My games yesterday I played, I was getting 41, 42, but in a different role. Yeah, that's the gist of this experiment so far. If you are support, you better get off a lot of healing. Otherwise, if your team does lose, you do lose a lot more points than if you were to get a lot of healing. I have heard people say that the assists matter the most, or don't matter at all. From my understanding so far, assists really don't play much role in anything, at least for supports. It's purely the healing. My kills varied, final hits varied, deaths varied. That didn't really change up too much. It was purely the healing output. And of course, if you win or lose. Anyways, that is a wrap on today's video. Hit the like button if you're still watching, subscribe for more videos like this if you haven't already, and stay tuned for the next one.